Hi, welcome to You Olden Retro. My name is Vincent and welcome to another video. And today we have an unboxing of Nintendo Switch Lite. Now, the Lite version of the Nintendo Switch takes away some of the functionality, but puts it together in a much more small package. Now, I've previously also unboxed the Nintendo Switch previously, and that was a much bigger box. And the Lite is, well, by comparison, much more reminiscent of their handheld consoles, which were like the DS or DS Lite. I remember the DS Lite box being probably like that thick, probably a little bit taller. So it's all very, very similar. And with this, this is currently going for a really good deal in the UK. It's about 20% off roughly in terms of the pricing. So that does work out as a really good deal, especially with the Nintendo Switch catalog being quite mature now at 3 years. The console has just turned 3, and while the first year the amount of software and the games that came out wasn't spectacular because a lot of it was concentrated on the first party. As time's gone on, especially in this third year, a lot of other titles that were previously exclusive to other consoles have gradually made their way, have been ported to the Nintendo Switch. There are obviously some sacrifices in terms of graphics, but largely you get the fact that you can get The Witcher 3 on a Nintendo Switch is quite frankly amazing, because that's still graphically one of the greatest looking games out there. So without further ado, let's get this unboxed. Now the box itself it's pretty nondescript. Literally has a couple of images, lots of warnings about the differences between them, and then yeah, literally this is the version in grey. So I'm just going to quickly unbox this. This does come with the console and the power adapter. That's it. Does not come with any sort of dock or something like that, because the functionality to do that isn't actually in. Let's get this unboxed right quickly. So it does tell you to immediately charge the actual console itself straight away. So, and then also what to do in terms of power. So rather than giving you a massive quick start, or well, a flimsy piece of paper, a quick start guide, it tells you what to do on the box, and this is something you can't really miss. So that's quite good use of what is basically the packaging, rather than wasting additional bits of paper. So that's quite really nice. Now, I'm going to pull this out. Maybe I can pull this out properly. It doesn't look like it wants to come out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and in the box itself, there is nothing else in here. We get literally the console in plastic wrapped. We still get some kind of manual inside. This is the general important information about parental controls and kind of what to do. It is interesting that it's not a bespoke guide to the Nintendo Switch, it's a combination guide. Because obviously it still shows the instructions for the Nintendo Switch, which obviously the Lite version can't do, because obviously it doesn't have a kickstand, can't take off the Joy-Cons or anything like that. Some safety information, general usage guides on when you're not meant to be using it. I mean, they could probably saved a little bit of time and just taken out a lot of this functionality, but it is good that they include it all, and they can just print off one. It's an 8-page booklet, so it's applicable for everything. So that's good. And last but not least, it comes with the power adapter, which is an important piece because Nintendo power adapters are slightly bespoke, so it's always worth using actual genuine chargers where possible, otherwise it may damage the console because the USB-C functionality of the ports isn't strictly to a specific standard that everyone else uses. So the console itself is very nice, small, it fits perfectly in the hand. They replaced the 4 buttons with an actual D-pad now, and it fits perfectly right, so you can get your Street Fighter working quite well. Everything works quite small, it's very solid, I'm not feeling the creaks, and that's one thing I don't like about the Nintendo Switch itself, is that the Joy-Cons give it a slight creak. It's not going to fall apart, it's very well built, but this feels more like this. It's really much more better for like taking out and about, and it's just small enough that it's chuck it in a bag. If you've got a large pocket, if you have a proper case, you can literally slip it on and literally just stuff it in your bag or your pocket, and it's your out, job done. You're out there. All the buttons are really quality. I'm getting very nice amount of just enough give. It's good amount of clickiness. Everything is just about right. I mean, this definitely. I don't have the biggest hands, so this fits my hands actually more better than the Nintendo Switch by itself. Other than that, every single part of the functionality is exactly the same. Headphone ports, game card ports. The SD card now fits underneath here, and this was obviously would have been where the kickstand was, so I really haven't moved too much of this, just made it a little bit smaller, but that's it. It still has the fan grill at the top, so that's an unboxing on Nintendo Switch Lite. So we're going to be hopefully getting a lot more use out of this, especially with Animal Crossing coming out. So thanks for watching the video, I hope to catch you soon.